Alright guys, I got something a little different for you, a little bit special today. I recently acquired this pistol. It was actually given to me. I was helping a friend clean out her grandfather's house. He's no longer living in that house. He had to be moved into a home due to medical conditions, so cleaned out the house, and she let me keep the firearms that we found in the house. And he supposedly had a bunch. We only found two. We don't really know what he did with the rest of them. But I thought this one was really cool. It's something that we really don't get to see a lot anymore. And it is a Star pistol in the original box. This one is the Model S in 380. So, let's pop this open. And there's the pistol. It is a miniature 1911. Comes with two magazines. There's one there and one there. And still has the original, if I can pull it out of there, the original owner's manual. Very, very simple owner's manual. Open it up. It's got all your information there. Half of it in English, half of it in Spanish, because the pistol is made in Spain. I got the specs there. It says the barrel length on this one is 100 centimeters, which is just shy of 4 inches. I believe it comes out to be like 3.972 or something weird like that. Let's get that folded back correctly. Back in the box there. Throw the magazine in there. Let's move this out of the way here. So, taking a look at this, something that I've noticed looking at this, it's not very left-handed friendly. There is a big thumb shelf built into the grips there. Feels great in my hand. I absolutely love it. At first I wasn't a big fan of it, but it kind of grew on me. This is clear, by the way. So just, well, there we go. So there's nothing in there, nothing in the magazine. Now this does have, it's missing the safety on the back like a 1911 has, but it does have a magazine disconnect safety, so it will not fire. It does also have a manual safety. It is single action only. You do have to cock the hammer back before you fire it. And again, it'll only fire if the magazine is in it. So let's grab one of the magazines back out of here. Now, in trying to do some research on this, I found out that I believe this model was made from like 1927 up all the way up into the 90s. Some of the models were for military use in Spain. That was the military sidearm for a while in the 20s and 30s. I don't know how long that lasted. I didn't look all that up. I don't remember if it even said. Like I said, not a whole lot of information about this particular model. Now, these were imported by Intratec. I believe that's what it is. I'm sorry, Interarms, not Intratec. It's not a Tech 9, but Interarms, out of Alexandria, Virginia, and they have also since gone out of business along with Star. So, again, with the 1911 style, it actually has a really good trigger. The gun has been fairly well cared for. The only thing that I can see is there is a little bit of rust right on the inside of the trigger there, and I'm going to take it apart and clean everything up. But it actually shoots very, very well. It's very smooth shooting, just like a full-size 1911 and 45. Very controllable, rapid fire, slow fire, everything you want to do with it, it'll do, and it does it well. The only downside is, because it is 1911 style, just like the 1911s, it is very thin. You can see that big shelf there. But it's a single stack, 8-round magazine, just like the 1911s were. Looking at the markings on this, I took everything apart. This particular model was manufactured in 1990, so this one was not one of the military versions. It was produced as a civilian version. And this is the Model SS. If you can see right in there, it's stamped SS. The first S is for the model, the second S is for the magazine safety. The military versions did not have the magazine safety. As a matter of fact, as far as I know, all of the ones sold outside of the US did not have the magazine safety. That's something that the importer added in later to meet requirements. That's what I've seen. I don't know how true that is, but it's a very interesting little gun. Really having a really hard time finding a holster to fit it. I may have one custom made here in North Carolina, not too far from me. In the city that I live in is a gentleman that actually makes custom Kydex holsters. So I'm gonna see if he can mold one for me for this. Now, videos on YouTube of this, there are a very, very small few, and most people are doing reviews and shooting it. Nobody's really taking it apart, and the instructions in the manual is like 3 steps. But basically, it is a 1911. Okay, we're here for take 2 of this. Trying to do the disassembly here. Magazine is still out, so this comes apart basically like the 1911. Have to push this in. Rotate this out of the way. It does not like to cooperate. There we go. Slowly release that so it doesn't shoot across the room. There we go. Now, I can slide this back. Till we get to that little notch right there. And we can pop the little pin out. And then slide everything off. And there is recoil spring. And the barrel slides out the front. And this little bastard is really annoying to get right. I think on the 1911s they actually swivel left and right on some of the models that I've seen. I have never owned a 1911. That is going to be one of the next guns that I end up getting. But it's rather aggravating to take this apart when you're not used to it. I'm getting a little bit better at it every time I do it. And assembly is basically the exact opposite of that. Slide the barrel in, put the spring in, put the slide on, pin in. No, basically, it's just like a 1911. So, let me see if I can do this without screwing anything up. All right, got that set in there. It needs to be pushed this way. There we go. We have to get that little piece lined up, and it looks like it is slightly off, which I have a solution for that too. I have a little ice pick that I will push down in there and get that lined up. Okay. Pop the pin in. Slide that back to our mark. And there's this little detent right here that's rather aggravating. And so now that is in, and everything is locked in. Let's put our little cap back on our spring. And get our little lock ready to go on. There we go. Let's get that pushed in. See if we can get this little lock to turn. There we go. And everything should be good. And again, because of the stupid little safety in it, well, everything looks like it's functioning pretty good. It's not horrible, but again, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I still like the modern guns a little bit better for their takedown with the little Glock style pull tabs, or, you know, the little rotating pins where they don't come all the way out and all that. It's still a little more convenient, but it's a great little gun. I actually enjoy shooting it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you next time.